And finally tonight, an update on a story brought you in the spring about a Catholic priest and his drive to help the homeless. A food truck and initiative started by Father Leo Patalinghug recently was blessed and is now in action. Plating Grace and Grub provides a job and formation to people who were formerly incarcerated. The truck has begun making the rounds at parishes and other events primarily in the state of Maryland. And Father Leo Patalinghug joins us now. He is founder and director of platinggrace.com and host of EWTN's Savoring Our Faith. Father Leo, welcome back. Always so great to see you. So tell us, how are things going with the food truck? And also, can you update us on some of the items on the menu?
Yeah, so working on a food truck is about 3 times harder than it is working in a restaurant. And that itself is very difficult because we have to obviously move the food off and on. The emotion of driving a truck, and I'm a little guy, I can barely see over the dashboard of this thing, but then also working emotionally with the people who are formerly incarcerated and then serving the poor. It's a lot of hard work, but hospitality heals people. And the hospitality that we're serving is an international comfort food. We basically give you 3 M's. Choose your main: chicken, beef, shrimp, or vegetables, your method, a quesadilla, a noodle stir fry, or a salad, and your mood, which are internationally themed sauces. So if your taste buds want to go to Paris, get the creamy Parisian sauce, Italian seaside, barbecue USA, Asian island, or the Latin chimi fresca. So whatever you are hungering for, your taste buds can travel with us.
Sounds great. I want them all right now, I have to tell you. It makes me so hungry. You had mentioned the folks that you work with, that they had been previously incarcerated. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more about that. You know, why you chose to reach out with them, and also, how are they doing with formation?
Yeah, so I worked with them simply because I believe God put it in my heart. During the year of mercy, God really convicted me and challenged me who needs the mercy the most. And it's people who've come out of the prison system. They've done their penance, but many of them don't feel like they have a place at the table. And we provide them a place at the table. It just happens to have wheels. And with our formation program, we're still new and we are learning ourselves, but they are taking to it like fish in water because they realize that maybe they haven't grown up with some of the blessings that maybe families have provided for other children. And therefore, they are, in a sense, missing that formational experience. And with that, basically help them to make bad decisions. So what I want to do is give them formation so that they, for their future, can make right decisions.
Yeah, it's so wonderful what you're doing with them, indeed. As you know, of course, this weekend's the 4th of July. What can you tell us about what Independence Day means to you?
Well, it's interesting because it connects to the people who have come out of prison. They sometimes don't know what to do with it. So true independence is a true freedom, which is something not given by the government, but something given by God. But if we think that it comes from the government, it can be very easily abused. And that's what we see, a sense of lawlessness, a sense of independence from God. And so what I try to remind people is that independence basically means the virtue, the strength to always choose to do the right thing, especially to help those who are most dependent on us, the most vulnerable, from the elderly, and even more vulnerable, the child in the mother's womb. So true independence means we protect the dignity of human life and we give them the freedom that we ourselves have.
I love that. That is so wonderful. On sort of a lighter note, though, I want to ask you, you know, a lot of people are doing cookouts. They're having gatherings this weekend. Can you share with us maybe some of your favorite dishes for the 4th of July?
Well, I don't want to take anyone's recipes and traditions away, but I also want to caution people just to make sure you're practicing food safety, making sure that food is kept at temperature, and also going kind of outside of your comfort zone. So if you like ketchup, maybe you might want to add a little bit of spicy mustard or even soy sauce to it, because that'll help kind of expand the flavor profile of the condiments that you use for burgers. And as always, you can get some information from our website at platinggrace.com. We've got some great recipes that are available so that you can kind of experience in freedom what it means to be a faithful foodie.
Father Leo, I like those ideas, kind of kicking it up a notch with that. I love it. Thank you so much for joining us today and talking with us. We really appreciate it, and happy 4th of July to you.
My pleasure.